Hey guys, Damon here. So I posted in the group me about the Cochrane Database's new beta feature. It's to show you the different PICOs that could be there. It's like I said, it's in the beta phase, so it's not real user friendly yet, and it's not super accurate. But so right here, I'll share this bookmark with you guys. I think I've shared it in the previous classes, but here you can have Ovid, PubMed, CINAHL, Cochrane databases, which your CINAHL I think is used proprietary for nursing and nursing interventions here. And then Cochrane database, if you remember in Unit 1 or 2 of this class, the Cochrane database is basically an independent group of experts that go through and they review different experimental tests, randomized controlled trials, and of that nature, and then they post out a review. So as soon as you click on the Cochrane database, you're going to log in, and you might come anywhere in here. It might bring you to the advanced search. It might bring you to the home page, but whatever it does, just click on the advanced search and type in anything. So we'll just look up herniated discs and see what comes up. So here's your Cochrane reviews, and there's one protocol that they found and 1,674 trials. So as you can see here, the first one's surgical intervention, rehab after disc surgery. And if you come down, and every time you click on this, and even if you just refresh the page, sometimes it'll bring up different ones with a PICO. So it took me some searching to find one that has the PICO on it. I had to go back and find neurology in the topics. Every time I come in here, different articles show up with PICOs, and the same articles that had a PICO before doesn't have it now. They're still rolling it out. So major imagery for gait rehabilitation after stroke. So adults with a stroke, or more specifically a subarachnoid hemorrhage, does imagery technique or imagery therapy versus a placebo cause an adverse event, possibly change one of these scales here? So like I said, it's not perfect. Sometimes it'll say just everybody, adult, over 65, children, infants, all of that. But we're going to see if we can open this up. Some of them don't open up very well. So if we scroll down, we can kind of look at the main results. So the team included 21 studies with a bunch of participants in here. Of course, adults 50 to 78 years old. Some gait deficit after selection criteria. So after a stroke. So it doesn't say anything about a subarachnoid hemorrhage. So that one probably wasn't the most accurate. So if you come down to the conclusions, it kind of tells you what they found, what their perceptions of it was. But this is a new feature, and I know it's got a lot of potential here because, as you know, going through all of these, the PICO is very important to learn and to know how to read it. So here's one that it's actually pretty interesting. Magnesium for muscle cramps. So as you can see here, they probably included a diverse population here. So it could be just people with muscle cramps. Does the use of magnesium drug therapy, drug magnesium, versus a placebo have a clinical improvement, or does it have an adverse effect? So you can just click on this, and so it tells you kind of what skeletal muscle cramps are. So they concluded this using all of these databases, randomized controlled trials of magnesium. So it is basically everybody. So people with muscle cramps in any patient group, so that's why the PICO had all of those in there, versus no treatment or a placebo or other therapies. Does it provide clinically meaningful cramp prophylaxis to older adults experiencing skeletal cramps? So they said it's unlikely. So they didn't find any randomized controlled trials for exercise-associated muscle cramps. So, like I said, this is the Cochrane database. It's pretty good. It's got some glitches in it, as you've seen before, but this is another part of the PICO and the beta phase. I haven't gotten this thing to work yet, so if you put in anything, press the enter button, it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, okay. So basically, if you type something in, so maybe adults, I haven't gotten to use this yet. Adults and maybe herniated discs. Okay, so whenever you type this in, just let it be for a second and it should come up. I didn't know that. So traction. And we'll just, so population. You know that they know that this is an intervention. Traction. Reduce pain. Pain sensation reduced, and this is an outcome. That's pretty cool. So there you go. So the adult with herniated discs is the population. The intervention is traction, and we could have added in placebo or no therapy. Control. So I'm still learning, but we're going to run with this. So nothing came up, of course. So let's look up adults with diabetes. That should be a good one. And metformin. Oh. So let it sit for a minute and it should come up. And glucose. Let's see what we got. So adults with diabetes is your population. Intervention is the metformin. And we could throw in placebo. So this is, of course, the comparison here. You can click on that. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Like I said, this is still in the beta phase, but it does show some good potential. I'll share this bookmark with you, this right here. This has got basically anything you need. It's got the Ovid, PubMed, CINAHL, which is for your nursing specific cases, and Cochrane Database, like we've just talked about. And it's also got all your ebook packages, and you can go through there and find ebooks. Anatomy TV. So I hope this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, just reach out. And until next time, have a good day.